Welcome to YALSA Academy, the Young Adult Library Services Association's professional development project that supports excellent services to young adults. Find more of our continuing education opportunities at www.ala.org/YALSA.
Hi, welcome to the Late Show with Joe. I'm Joe, the cute host for today's program. Today we are going to hear how a mock print selection can be held at your library. I'd like to introduce Renee McGrath, Manager of Youth Services at the Nassau Library System. Hi Renee.
Hi Joe, great to be here.
Can you tell us who participates in your mock prints?
Sure, we collaborate with our next-door neighbor, the Suffolk Cooperative Library System, and we invite young adult librarians to participate in our 3-hour workshop in early January.
How do you pick the titles that everyone will read?
We have a committee made up of 3 librarians from each system. We read during the year and keep up with reviews and blogs. We talk to colleagues about what they have liked and pay attention to the general buzz to make sure we haven't missed anything.
Dude, that sounds like a lot of reading.
It is, and we can't read everything, but between the 6 of us we tend to get a good mix of titles to consider.
How many titles do you eventually choose?
We choose 9 titles each year. We try to have a variety of things on the final list. For instance, this year we have a collection of short stories and a fiction title that is loosely based on a hate crime that happened here on Long Island.
When do you decide on the final list of titles?
We like to have the final list out by the end of October. Each participant is asked to read all 9 titles, so we give them 8 to 10 weeks to read them all.
What happens next?
We send out a memo with the list of titles and ask for volunteers to defend a book at the start of our workshop. This is a short 3 to 5 minute defense of the book based on the Printz criteria. They basically tell the group why they think this book should win the Printz Award. We have a defender for each of the 9 titles.
Great. How long does that take?
It usually takes about an hour to get through all 9 titles. It's a great way for everyone to refresh their memories about the books, and many times a good defense goes a long way to determining the final outcome of the election. It can really sway people's opinion.
Thank you, Renee. That is fantastic. What happens after the defenses?
Glad you asked, Joe. We then break up into 3 different discussion groups. We have 3 discussion leaders who are each responsible for 3 titles. Over the next 90 minutes, they rotate to each group so that at the end of that time, everyone has discussed each of the 9 titles. Basically, the discussion groups don't move, the leaders do. Hope that makes sense.
Well, let me see if I have got this. You have 3 groups and 3 leaders. Each leader discusses the same 3 books in the 3 different discussion groups. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Excellent. What happens after you discuss the books?
We all come together as one group and vote on our winner and any honor books.
That sounds like fun. How does the voting work?
We give out a voting sheet with all 9 titles listed. Each person votes for their first, second, and third choice. The first choice gets 4 points. The second choice gets 3 points and the third choice gets 2 points. We then tally up the points that each title received.
How do you decide on the winner and honor books?
There needs to be at least an 8 or 9 point spread between the winner and the second choice. If the top 2 choices are very close, we will have a revote. Right there with the whole group we will discuss the merits of the 2 books, review any notes anyone might have taken during the discussions, and then we vote again by a show of hands.
How do you decide if a book will get an honor?
Because of the point structure, it really becomes clear who the winners are. Except for when the top 2 are very close and we revote, then one will be the winner and one the honor. But the winners usually stand out among the crowd right away. There usually is a wide spread between the winner and the honors, and then a wide spread between the honors and the rest of the titles.
Thank you very much, Renee, for stopping by the Late Show with Joe.
You're very welcome, Joe. It was my pleasure.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out more of our videos at YALSA Academy.